Finance Minister Gregory Bowen has quipped that load shedding is already taking place at the Grenlec plant. He is suggesting that WRB has allowed the plant to deteriorate with no upgrades in recent years. The minister alluded to WRB using millions to pay special dividends instead of pumping the monies back into the company for development. This formed part of the rationale government went ahead with the liberalization of the energy sector and create more avenues for development. This and more, including the source of funds for the repurchase, were revealed as the government sat down with the media on Wednesday. Many are questioning where government got the money from to pay WRB for its shares. Based on the deal, the government needed over 200 million Eastern Caribbean dollars to buy back the shares. Finance Minister Gregory Bowen told the media that government used a loophole within the capital expenditure budget to source the US $63 million to pay WRB.
All the parliamentary approval was already given for capital expenditure. And within the rules of the Public Finance Management Act, yes, you can move capital expenditure around. You cannot move capital into recurrent. Yes? So when you have some expenditure that should have been done on capital work, and because of the lockdown and things, it was not done, you have that allocation already approved by Cabinet and under by the Parliament. And under Parliamentary Approval Act, you can move from one capital project into another.
During the briefing, Minister Bowen was critical of the way WRB managed Grenlec.
It is obvious that the idea was to run the system down, do not invest. And again, that came out strongly at the tribunal hearings, that the investment made in the company was zilch. So that if government is forced to buy it back, what will happen immediately after? You'll see a spate of load shedding. The public is not aware that we have already reached that stage.
Contrary to Bowen's claims, many have commended WRB for the excellent way in which it developed the electricity infrastructure over the last 26 years, with hardly a day when the country lost power except during hurricanes and adverse weather conditions. However, very early in his presentation, Mr. Bowen was on the attack and making allegations that the country was facing load shedding.
We're at a state where load shedding has occurred. We are at a state when if the largest engine is taken off for maintenance and anything happens to another base set, then we will have load shedding.
Another aspect of the repurchase that has caused concern surrounds whether Grenlec will continue operating as a private entity or whether it would be an arm of the government.
Grenlec will continue to operate as a private company under the Companies Act. There will be shareholders meeting. You have a good quantity of small shareholders around. They would meet before you do anything at the level. They'll appoint a board, etc. So it will just continue in the same strain.
It's a development that has caused quite a stir, coming at the end of what has been a tumultuous year. The jury is out on how the cards will be stacked in the deck for 2021. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.